What would it take to turn a decommissioned public bus into a fully equipped luxury home on wheels? Kenan Çinar and his team decided to find out. Starting with a 13.5-meter MAN S2000 double-axle bus and finishing with something that looks nothing like where it started. This is the full build from the first unbolted seat to the final walkthrough. Let's get into it. The first job is a complete strip-out. Every passenger seat is unbolted with a socket wrench and pulled clear. The windows come out next, broken out deliberately. Broken glass is swept away and the floor cleared. The rubber gaskets pried from the frames. The overhead storage compartments running the full length of the ceiling are disconnected and slid out whole. This is a coordinated effort, multiple people working different sections in parallel. On a bus this size, that coordination is the only way to keep the strip-out manageable. By the time they're finished, the interior is bare metal from floor to ceiling. Every seat, window, compartment, and panel is gone. What remains is the raw skeleton of the MAN S2000, the starting point for everything that follows. The old entrance staircase is dismantled and removed completely. The new layout calls for a custom entryway designed around how people will live in this space, not how passengers used to board a bus. With the staircase gone and the interior fully stripped, the bare frame of the bus is visible in full for the first time. This is the canvas everything else will be built on. An opening is cut into the roof to make room for new installations. New metal bars are welded in at points where the structure needs reinforcing before the build can continue. With welding complete, white sealant is applied to every joint. Any gap left open allows water in, an issue that quickly worsens in wet weather conditions. Cables are then routed through the interior, and a gray protective coating is sprayed across all the metal surfaces. That coating is a primer, and it does three things. It blocks rust on bare metal, strengthens the surface against road vibration and impact, and gives paint or insulation something to bond to. Applied to every surface without exception, it's the step that determines how the bus holds up 5 and 10 years from now. Window positions are measured and marked on the exterior panels. Below the bus, the battery compartment is opened, cleaned out, and the batteries carefully reseated in their housing. Inside, a new window opening is cut to the marked dimensions. The fit has to be precise. A window in a rough or uneven frame will leak at speed and eventually work itself loose. Outside, old exterior labels and branding are loosened with a heat gun and peeled away cleanly. Masking tape is laid along the upper edge. Silicone sealant applied between the tape lines. Then the tape is removed to leave clean, sealed edges. The exterior is beginning to shed its identity as a passenger bus. Electrical work begins with the air conditioning system. Cables for an LGAC unit are routed carefully through the bus, each run planned to keep connections clean and accessible. In a mobile home that will travel through summer heat, a reliable AC system is the difference between a livable space and an uninhabitable one. Routing the wiring correctly at this stage prevents costly rework later. A UHD satellite TV unit is mounted next. Adhesive goes on the base first, then screws are driven in as a mechanical backup. Adhesive alone can't hold a screen on a moving vehicle. Road vibration would work it loose over time. The combination of both fixing methods means this unit stays in place regardless of what the road throws at it. A 4G MiFi router is fixed to the roof, giving the mobile home reliable internet for multiple devices wherever the bus is parked. Adhesive is spread around the unit to hold it against wind pressure at driving speed. Inside, fire-retardant adhesive spray is applied to the insulation panels, a necessary precaution in any build where electrical systems and heat sources share a confined space. A large plastic sheet is laid across the full length of the bus ceiling, covering the insulation and all the wiring runs beneath it. This layer protects everything above it from moisture and dust for the remainder of the build, and forms the base of the ceiling system that will be finished in later stages. Two mounting brackets are bolted along the upper side of the bus exterior. A retractable awning is fitted onto those brackets and extended to test deployment. It rolls out smoothly and retracts cleanly. When parked, this gives the occupants a covered outdoor area alongside the bus shade, shelter from light rain, and a usable space outside without needing to set anything up. Additional metal mounting brackets are shaped, drilled, and primed before installation. Each one is aligned and fixed with rivets, which handle the vibration and stress a moving vehicle puts through every exterior mounting point far better than screws alone. Black sealant is then applied over each rivet head, closing off any water entry point around the fasteners. The plumbing system starts with the tanks. A fresh water tank is prepared with plastic inlet and outlet fittings screwed into the ports, ready for pipe connections. The wastewater tank is handled separately. Inlet and outlet holes drilled at precise positions to match the planned plumbing layout for the bathroom. A properly functioning wastewater system requires three things: a pipe from the toilet, a gate valve for controlled emptying at a dump point, and a vent to prevent pressure buildup and odor from working back into the living space. All three are part of this setup. Both tanks are then mounted into the underfloor storage bays near the rear of the chassis, keeping weight low and the interior floor completely clear. Two RC-controlled retractable awnings are also part of the exterior setup, operating at the press of a button. They extend on either side of the bus to provide shelter from rain when parked, a practical addition that makes a genuine difference when the weather changes without warning. The build moves to the workshop. Every piece of furniture and cabinetry is constructed off the bus before being brought in for installation. Working in a workshop means proper access, more accurate cuts, and the ability to check fit and finish without being cramped inside the vehicle. Each piece is built to the exact measurements of the space it will occupy. There's no off-the-shelf furniture in this build. The shower tray has to be built from scratch. A standard tray won't fit the custom dimensions of this bathroom, so the team constructs one using fiberglass and epoxy resin. The process starts with a wooden mold shaped precisely to the footprint of the shower floor. Getting the mold right means the tray comes out right. Every dimension is transferred directly from the mold to the finished piece. The corners of the mold are filled and smoothed with filler putty. Sharp internal corners trap air pockets in the resin layup and become weak points in the finished structure, so rounding them off is a necessary preparation step. A black base coat is sprayed onto the mold surface and left to cure. Once dry, it's sanded smooth. A second coat follows, then a light sand to prepare the surface for the final layers. Gel coat is applied carefully across the entire mold surface. This is the outermost layer of the finished tray, the visible hard face that will take daily use in the shower. Over that, epoxy resin mixed with fiberglass matting is laid across the mold. The resin saturates the fiberglass strands, and the two materials cure together into a single rigid shell with no seams and no weak points. The finished tray won't crack, flex, or bow under load. Epoxy resin cures into a completely non-porous surface. Bacteria and mold have no surface to grip, which matters in a bathroom that will be used and cleaned regularly in a confined space. Once fully cured, the boundary frame is removed and the edges trimmed. The tray is flipped face up, and the wooden mold is separated from the cured shell, a slow process that risks scratching the gel coat surface if rushed. The mold comes away cleanly, and the finished shower tray is ready for installation. Back inside the bus, vinyl flooring and wall planking go in across the interior. Both materials are chosen for durability and ease of cleaning in a mobile environment. The workshop-built cabinetry pieces are brought in one by one, positioned in their designated spots, assembled in place, and painted white throughout for a clean, consistent finish across every surface. The transformation is clear now. The bare metal shell from a few weeks ago has become a finished interior with defined rooms, considered proportions, and the feel of a space that was designed rather than adapted. The sleeping area, bathroom, and living zone each have their own character. The cabinetry fills the walls without crowding the floor. Everything fits because everything was built specifically for this bus. A home that can't move is not a mobile home. With the interior finished, attention shifts to the mechanical side of the build. The engine and transmission are inspected, worn components replaced, and the oil changed. The tires come off, each one checked for wear, structural integrity, and load rating before being passed or replaced. This stage carries real stakes. Before the bus can be registered and driven on public roads as a mobile home, it has to pass a Turkish Standards Institution vehicle inspection. A failed inspection means delays, additional work, and cost across the whole project. Multiple mechanics work different systems simultaneously to get through the servicing efficiently. Every part of the vehicle has to be signed off before the bus goes anywhere. The build is complete and the walkthrough begins. The kitchen sets the tone. Wooden countertops run along the work surface, warm against the white cabinetry. Pull-up storage panels make use of every available centimeter above and below the worktop. High-quality appliances sit flush with the units. The upgraded fixtures throughout give the space the feel of a kitchen in a well-fitted fixed home, not a vehicle. The bathroom is a full separate room with a dedicated shower enclosure and a divided toilet space. The custom epoxy tray sits in the base of the shower, exactly as built. Beyond the bathroom, the sleeping area runs across the rear of the bus. Wide, with storage built into both sides and enough overhead height to sit upright comfortably. This is the part of the build that changes the conversation about what a converted bus can actually be. After weeks of stripping, fabricating, installing, finishing, and servicing, the MAN S2000 transformation is done. What started as a decommissioned public bus is now a fully road-legal luxury mobile home, built entirely by hand. If you want to see more builds from Kenan Çinar and his team, the link to their YouTube channel is in the description. That's it for today. If you enjoyed this video, do give it a like and consider subscribing to TechFreeze. See you in the next one.